Imagine a universe where colonization isn't about planting flags, but about playing God with genetics and terraforming algorithms. You are part of the Vanguard Initiative, a group of pioneers tasked with turning a barren rock into a thriving world, only to discover that the planet has its own agenda, and it doesn't want tenants. But when you realize that populating the planet requires more than just bringing humans, but integrating with an ancient, dormant ecosystem, you understand that survival isn't just about building shelters, it's about negotiating with the biosphere itself. Welcome to How to Populate a Planet, the first pulse-pounding, atmospheric, and deeply strategic installment in Maddox Bevan's sci-fi adventure saga. If you love terraforming tropes, ecological mystery, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching a protagonist master a hostile environment through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral chill of isolation with the profound weight of creation. The narrative kicks off with our protagonist's arrival on the target world, thrusting them into a race against time to establish a foothold before the planetary defenses activate. The atmosphere is thick with the scent of alien flora, the hum of strained generators, and the creeping dread of knowing that every decision could branch into a timeline where the colony is consumed by the very land they try to tame. Bevan excels at capturing the psychological toll of command in the face of the unknown, making every tactical maneuver, every resource allocation, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble, where the price of failure is not just death, but the loss of progress made across centuries. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular planetary engineer trope and the brilliant metagaming dynamic. This isn't just about leveling up, it's about understanding the hidden patterns of the system, exploiting glitches in reality, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who think they know your every move. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer enemy strategies, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant elites with unconventional, trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying, chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of How to Populate a Planet lies in its characters and the heavy burden of memory. The protagonist isn't just a cold, calculating gamer. They are a deeply human individual struggling to maintain their humanity in a system that views them as data. They quickly form bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of survivors who help them navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor sharp, providing much-needed levity as their squad watches them calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword, it's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. How to Populate a Planet is a triumph of the LitRPG and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. Maddox Bevan has crafted a debut that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.